Delays in hydro capacity addition and focus on coal-based generation projects by private players has further deviated the ratio of hydrothermal capacity to 23:77 from optimal mix of 40:60. Hydro capacity addition, given its high gestation, had no takers in spite of fuel cost component. The net addition to India's hydropower capacity was only 5,544 megawatt in the 11th plan period compared to 40,000 megawatt of coal-based projects. Around 15,627 megawatt of hydro capacity was originally envisaged during the 11th plan. Many hydro projects in several parts of our country are stuck due to environment clearances, law and order situation and protest from people due to large displacements. To talk in detail on various reasons resulting in slow-paced development in hydro sector and compulsion of hydro to maintain grid and frequency, we have with us Mr. Yogendra Prasad, former CMD, NHPC and Chairman UJVNL. Good evening, Mr. Prasad, and welcome to Power News.
Thank you.
Mr. Prasad, first of all, I'd like to ask you that the hydro's share in our total energy mix is decreasing day by day. What do you think? How is it going to affect the grid stability?
And what happens in thermal power plant when there is a variation of the load? See, when the demand increases or decreases, in that case what happens? You have to supply coal less or more. If the demand has decreased, then you have to decrease the generation. Then you have to reduce the supply of coal, but you have to maintain the same temperature. Temperature of a steam has to be same. For that you are supplying fuel. Cost is, it adds to the cost and it takes time. But this thing can be done through hydro, because in hydro you have to simply release the water. Either you have to extend the release of water or reduce the water. That is the reason that hydro has the importance. Pump storage theory should not have come in this world unless hydro has importance. In case of low frequency, pump storage schemes with the help of upper reservoir generate power. But when you have high frequency, because both are detrimental to the system, when you have high frequency, in that case you just create the load. Artificial load you create by pumping the water to upper reservoir. Earlier at 49.5 frequency, the unscheduled interchange was 4 rupees 80 paisa. Today at 49.5 frequency, unscheduled rate in 2 years have been changed to 9 rupees. Means you are putting economical pressure on the people so that it really do not draw the power, cut the power. Frequency should be maintained between 49.7 to 50.2. If you are drawing the power at 50.2, you can get power at zero cost. This is the technology people of the country should understand. At 50.2, if you are drawing more and more power, cost of power will be zero. See the chart. If they were drawing 50 hertz frequency, your cost of power will be 16 paise. But if you are bringing down to 49.5 and you are drawing power, it is 9 rupees. Means the value of frequency.
In successive plans, we hardly achieved 30% of the target in hydro sector. Do you think we lack in implementation capabilities or firm decision making is an issue here?
Implementation is certainly a problem. People have to be committed. They must know the technology. Only by planning we cannot work. We are planning this much quantity, but we are not achieving the target. And for that, ministry is monitoring. But people should be punished. If they are not achieving the target, they should be punished. A national task should be there. People who are not achieving target, they should be punished. But nobody is beginning to be punished. In this country, what is happening? For not doing wrong work, people are being punished. But people not doing any work, they are not getting punishment. Even our Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has told that if there is a development, there may be wastage of 5 to 10%. But if there is no development, there will be wastage of more than 100%. So today everybody is afraid of taking decisions. No decisions are coming. Only we are talking in air that this much quantity will achieve, this much quantity will achieve. We are making plans and plans after plans. In none of the 5-year plans, we have achieved 50% of the power sector.
Lastly, I'd like to ask you, many environmentalists feel that constructing a dam on Ganga would reduce its flow and affect its water quality, and it could also pose a danger on its existence. How far is this correct?
See, that is the whole thing one has to understand. Hydropower projects do not create all these things, because these things are being created by that environmentalists unnecessarily, I am telling. While lobbies are working as the hydro, they want their oil should be sold at the higher rate. That is the plan they are doing. Now, what is happening in Ganga? Can anybody tell me that what is the reason of stopping projects like Pala Maneri and Lohari Nagpala in Uttarakhand? When you have created the dam project at Tehri, they have created a big dam. Now that Tehri is generating very valuable peak power. Now, upstream of that Tehri, why you are creating problems of run of the river schemes? Tehri, we have examined, I was in the expert committee, I have examined the quality of water, has not gone deteriorated at all. Now, Tehri have made, now we are saying Ganga is not flowing. Now Ganga, after that you are making canal, on canal you are having Hardwar, on canal again at Norora dam near Bulandsahar, you are stopping entire Ganga water. Now, so other tributary, small nalas, all these things, Ganga is created from there to Patna and Farakka. Wherever there is hydro projects already built in this country, let experts go on the site, don't talk on the paper. Go on the site and see and ask the people and see that whether environment has improved or it has deteriorated. Gas projects stopped by the government, hydro environmentalists are not allowing to come, and what happened? Only alternative cut power, and just pass the life. It is not that only Delhi is the India. After all, you have to see the villages, how much scarcity of power is there, how people are passing their life. This is very important.
Thanks, Mr. Prasad, for joining us in the program.